Right. So here we are. We are be going. Good English. Very good English. We are heading ourselves locations into Northern Elsweyr. This is today's episode. And like, subscribe and all that. There will be in the playlist, and all the other episodes following will be in that playlist. And in every single one of them will also be the link to the Twitch details for you to tune in live. Now, if you follow on Twitch as well, then you will get notifications for when I am live, and then you can tune in and watch it and have fun with me as I go and explore things and discover what's going on in the Khajiiti homeland elsewhere. Yeah, if you don't tune in live, you're unable to, then maybe you can watch the videos at a later date, and these will entertain you either way. So, without any further ado, I did little research. Well, say research. I had a little look around. I came to Vorkelgard because I thought that the NPCs that say "Dragons in your own homeland," they might have actually initiated the quest start. They don't. I thought that there may have been a caravan that takes us there. There doesn't appear to be. And then I also looked out onto another character to make sure which is the first way shrine you're given if you're not making a character. Which appears to be Rimmen. So the first thing that we'll be doing is going to Rimmen. And as you'll notice on this character, I have been there doing dailies and stuff like that. You know, I've got all the sky shards, etc. And I think possibly the mages books if there were any. So I've got a lot of it explored. Obviously you can see the delves, and I've killed delve bosses and killed world bosses, but the rest of it is all blacked out. So I haven't... I don't even know why that one's like that, but either way... I don't know if this means I've done the quests. Maybe. Maybe it just means I killed the boss. I'm hoping so. We'll find out. So, to Rimmen we go. Episode 1. Oh, my poopy. My poor dookie. Now I've got to stop destroying my nails. I can't seem to stop when I do one. I want to do another. Yeah. Are we sure this is the start? Hello?
A moment, please.
No, I don't think you are something, are you? You're something else.
Pardon my intrusion, but I have another message to deliver to you. And if you don't mind my saying so, it's good to see...
A message
more
for
like
me?
A summons, really. Comes from Abner Tharn, who once advised Emperor Varen of Cyrodiil.
Hang on a minute. That person? Bear with me. I think we skipped a step. There is that person standing outside the Stone Falls. I don't know if there's one outside of Vorkelgard. We will go and look at that now. Oh no. No. That will take me to where I need to go, I'm assuming. I don't... Oh, we'll just go with it. Sorry, hang on.
Pardon my intrusion, but I have another message to deliver to you. And if you don't mind my saying so, it's good to see you again.
A message? For me?
More like a summons, really. Comes from Abner Tharn, who once advised Emperor Varen of Cyrodiil. He wants to see you in Riverhold in northern Elsweyr. Said it involves the Khajiiti Defense Force and a rage of dragons, if you can believe it.
I'll travel to Riverhold and see what Abner Tharn wants. Okay. Okay. You might get the quest there. I'm not sure. Don't know. This is a different way of doing it. Might have been outside Stofels, but Riverhold is this way, everybody. Oh, and I'm going too far north. Let's get to the pathway so we don't like skip this and the rest of it, and just follow along and hopefully bump into stuff. See what we come across. I don't know. It's been out for a while and I haven't done it this way before, so I don't know if oh, there's a pathway here. What's up here? Ooh, a seeing eye place. As you can see, I've already explored it, but we're trying to explore the map as if we haven't been here before. Ah! Hello! What is this?
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Euraxian Spellblade. Okay. Ooh, Elsweyr copper.
Wow, you don't come by those too often.
Maybe we'll be coming back here later with a quest, but for now, maybe head to Riverhold and just go off when I get a quest marker. I think we'll do that. I've just wasted just a little bit of time now. Let's see. I don't know how this works. I don't know if I should have been to Vorkal Guard and it would have taken me straight to Riverhold instead of the
It is time for this one to share lore about Alkosh, the Dragon King of Cats. Hey, heed.
For now, where is the food?
Alkosh? I'd rather be chased by guards than listen to this religious dreck.
So, hello, Moku.
This one wonders why any would even try to teach these ruffians. They don't listen.
Why are you teaching them?
This one teaches those who strayed from Khajiit Moors. For those who listen, I offer a meal in return. This one hopes to convince at least one person to turn from a life of crime and instead join my auditorium.
What are you teaching them?
About our pantheon, starting from the beginning with Anur and Fadomai, and how they gave birth to Alkosh, the first cat.
Maybe you should start with something more relevant to their situation?
You are right. Perhaps this one should start with Serendar, the god of mercy.
Okay, goodbye. Talk to you, Selima? Selima?
This bloviating moon priest offered us a meal, but we must listen to his long-winded speeches about gods first.
What's so bad about learning the Pantheon?
Bandar's exile? I learned all this as a child. I don't care to hear it again. I just want the food. Oh, and in case you didn't know, Bandar is the bandit god. See? I already know what I need to know.
What else do you know about the Pantheon?
Hold on. You're working with the moon priest, aren't you? Testing what we learn from him before we get food. Look, I might be struggling to survive right now, but I am also a scholar. I don't need his words. I just need food.
Okay. Sadiva?
The diva considered making a break for it, but this one's stomach growls with hunger. The diva does not like the decision before her.
Okay. Guess sure.
This priest does not offer me enough to listen to all these words. Food only? Bah!
So this moon priest showed up offering food if you listen to him?
Yes. He came to our camp and offered us a meal if we heard him out. I didn't think he would rattle on about the gods. This? What gall?
Yeah, they can catch you like that sometimes. Religious folk. Okay. Oh, quest. We'll pick that up. First quest we come upon. Hello.
She was possessed or something.
Oh, hello, orc. An orc in
I
Elsweyr?
try to be a gentle orc and help a lady in need, and what does it get me? A lecture on Akaviri artifacts and a magical talking voice.
What lady would this be?
There's a Khajiit digging through the rubble of an old Akaviri tomb just up the trail here. She kept muttering to herself, so I thought she might need help. But after talking to her, I suspect she's just crazed.
I'll speak to her and see what's going on. Ooh, strange messengers. Okay. Oh, jackals. I need the cool collar. Drop it for me, please. For those of you that don't know, it is a monster trophy, and it is to do this achievement here, trophies, and I think it's Beast Collector. The cool collar. Thank you, Mary. while I got distracted.
Let's not get separated. I'd rather not be alone in this place.
Yeah, I'm starting to think I might feel the same way. Hello!
Did the spirit send you to help Kisaravi? What did she say?
What are you talking about?
My apologies. Kisaravi hoped you heard the spirit too. The spirit protects Akaviri relics in the Tomb of the Serpents. She wants Kisaravi to share their secrets with the world, but the tomb is too dangerous. She won't let me leave without them.
What's spirit?
Spirit may not be correct. Entity, a goddess perhaps. The one who protects the tomb while wrapping her arms around Kisaravi's mind. Will you retrieve the Akaviri relics? Otherwise their secrets will be trapped here forever, along with Kisaravi.
I'll retrieve the Akavari relics from the tomb.
Thank you, stranger. Kisaravi hopes you will be the one to pass the spirit's test and retrieve the Akaviri relics. She's sure you won't end up like the others.
Why are Akavari relics in a Khajiit tomb?
Years ago, Khajiit allowed displaced Akaviri to bury their dead in Khajiiti tombs. So many Akaviri were buried here that they renamed it Tomb of the Serpents. The Akaviri placed armor and relics alongside their dead. The spirit watches over all.
What brought you here?
Curiosity, arrogance, greed. Kisaravi wanted to unlock the Akaviri's secrets, to use their knowledge and steal their power, to sell their relics to the highest bidder. Selfish desires brought Kisaravi here, but the spirit's message made her stay.
Tell me about the Akaviri.
Some say their ancestors were eaten by a race of vampiric serpents. Others say they were merely captured. They are said to be resistant to poison and fierce in battle. Some say they even enslaved dragons. Their relics will tell us what is true.
Tell me about the spirit in the tomb.
I never saw her, but I felt her. Her words opened something within me, a sense of purpose, belonging, love. I don't remember her words, but I can't forget her message. When I share the relics with the world, you will understand. Everyone will.
I'll enter the tomb and bring back the relics.
Thank you, stranger. Kisaravi hopes you will be the one to pass the spirit's test and retrieve the Akaviri relics. She's sure you won't end up like the others.
Okay. She repeated that last bit. We've heard that already before, but fine. Just for the purpose of context. Just thought I'd listen again. Okay. We are in the Serpents. There's statues. That must be the Akaviri armor that was placed along the dead.
You know the messenger. If you survive, you will know the message.
Ooh, if I survive, I will know the message. Okay. On Akaviri burial rites. Okay, there's that page for you, and then there's that page for you. Not reading it. If I want to get things done in an hour, I am going the opposite way. Then I need to just let you guys go ahead. Don't want to be standing here reading everything. I know I've done it in other episodes, other playlists. If you want me reading it, you can go and look at them ones. I'm sorry for this current piece that I'm not. Just to save me.
Wake from your sleep. Preserve our legacy. Destroy the outsider.
Destroy the outsider. Okay. Mixed messages here. She's telling me if I survive, I will know the message, and then she's telling him to destroy the outsider. Okie dokie. She seems both good and bad. Hello.
This is a fight now.
Like a very chest. Okay. There we go, this way now. Oh, hello. Might as well. Straight away? No, no, not straight forward. This way. Ah, run away! Oh, trunk. Ooh. I have a cheap recipe that's worth nothing. We'll go and do the boss as well, so we've completed that as well. As we're doing the quest, we might as well. It might even be part of the quest when we get the last piece here. Might tell me to challenge her champion. Oh! Cheeky! Very cheeky.
I could kill them to run away. Well, no, I guess I wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
The very chest. Kunzari? No? Okay, there wasn't anything to insinuate, well, to incite me going to the boss, but we will go into the boss for you guys. Mwah! Come on, Miri, we need to go and entertain the crowd with the boss. I don't know what boss this is, because I haven't done it. Ooh, it's a big old Minotaur. Not as big as the Liminaru, but big enough. And just piddly. Piddly little thing. Ooh, another Elsweyr coffer. Sweet. Tomb of the Serpents is now completed. Let's head on out to Kunzari, or whatever her name was again. Kunzari? I don't know, I can't remember. That's how much I was paying attention, obviously. I'm thinking that maybe that left bit might have been the sky shot to include you to go that way, because for some reason didn't even go that way. Didn't need to. Oh, okay, nothing to loot there. Kunzari, hello, got your relics.
You got the Akaviri relics.
Yep.
Did the spirit speak to you?
I'm not sure, but here are the relics.
Ah, the Akaviri spirit has blessed you. Kunzari can tell. How else would you have succeeded where Kunzari has failed? Please accept this gift and the spirit's blessings.
I will accept it.
Kunzari knew that she would meet someone brave enough to enter the tomb, strong enough to pass the spirit's test, and wise enough to accept her protection and never question her voice. Kunzari knew because the spirit told her.
What will you do now?
The spirit wants Kunzari to share the Akaviri relics with Tamriel. They possess a magic we can't understand. A magic that will spread her influence and protect us all. The spirit will soon live in everyone's minds, and it will all be thanks to you.
What is the Akaviri spirit's message?
For some, it is the key to unlocking ancient secrets and lost magic. For others, it is a reminder of why some things are better left unknown. The spirit has spent years watching the dead in this tomb, stranger. She's ready to see more.
Okay. Good luck to the spirit then, I suppose. On to Abnathan. Oh, Jackal. Gotta try for that cruel collar.
Still here. Thanks for asking.
I had a feeling there might be jackals in Elsweyr. It's not very good farming spots, really. But we will try while we're here. Might as well. As we go along and do our quests, we might get the monster trophies and do some of the other achievements that I'm aiming to get done. Ooh, what was that? Was that a jackal? It is a little jackal. Sorry, little uns. Oh, I feel so bad. I don't like hearing them. Oh, there's another lot here. Oh. I'm so sorry. They're so sad. I hate hearing that. I'm gonna have to mute that. That really, really upsets me. Dogs are just, regardless if they're wild or not, they are just so, oh, so damn cute and so damn important to me. Could never do this in real life. Never. It's hard enough doing it in a damn game.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Probably not. Okay, so that's a boss. World boss. Don't have a quest for it, so I'm not going to go do it. I'm only going where quests would take me. That's all. Is this the path that takes me there? Nope, that's the path that takes me to the house. Okay, I'll go this way. Oh, I know the quest that I did now, I think. I think I know. Fortunately, there was 3 done at the start. When I did the achievement for showing you where to get all the pieces for the momentum or memorial bloody wall or whatever. Hello, you beat me here. And oh, this must be where she takes you. And I couldn't figure out what it was. I knew it was probably something to do with unlocking the quest to be able to do that. Because there's an area you need to unlock to do this bit. And I think it was... no, or was it? No, I don't know. No, I'm sure I did that on a different character. I don't really remember. No, the achievement's done on this, so it must be this character. I think it was the... I'm not going to say anything until we get there, just in case. Right, so we're here. We're here. But I think I know. I think I know.
Blaming Abnorthorn will not end the dragon infestation, Chimera.
Ever the voice of reason, Speaker. Ah, here comes someone who can help us now.
I certainly can. I can save you from your own trepidation and... I don't know. Do all the work for you because you never do any bloody work.
I was beginning to suspect you were never going to arrive. After Calcevius and my half-sister manipulated us into inadvertently releasing a rage of dragons, Elsweyr has been overrun by the beasts.
Oh.
We do bear some responsibility, I suppose.
A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd, don't you think?
Definitely.
The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmen when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Rimmen?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
By the looks of it, I didn't do it. This is what I was talking about, so I'm glad I didn't say a word. You will see. Alright, tell me more about these surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
You mentioned Lord Garashri and Chimera. Tell me about them.
Lord Garashri is the Speaker of the Main and the commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them.
You mentioned the Khajiit were trying to liberate Rimmen?
My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmen and other parts of northern Elsweyr about 6 years ago. The Khajiit Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmen is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse.
What is the Khajiit Defense Force?
A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsweyr. Garashri, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons.
I know Sir Cadwell.
Ah yes, of course you do. He does get around. If Cadwell turns out to be the source of the power surges, learn what he's doing out there and ask if he will aid us against the dragons. For all his eccentricities, he has talents we can utilize.
Okay. Speak to Chimera.
I suppose it is good to see you again, Walker. Someone must help Tharn clean up the mess he created at the Halls of Colossus. Come to think of it, you share some of the blame, yes? Ah, do not mind me. Rampaging dragons put me in a foul mood.
The dragons have been causing trouble?
Trouble? More like flying disasters. Caravans devastated, livestock consumed, villages set aflame. It is more than the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force can handle. As much as I hate to admit it, we need Tarn's help. And yours as well, Walker.
This is about what happened in the Halls of Colossus, right?
Damn Abner Tarn for translating the Wrathstone and finding that ancient ruin. He went in search of a weapon to end the Three Banners War. A weapon I told him was too dangerous, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And instead wound up releasing the dragons.
So how can I help?
Talk to Abner Tarn. He and the Speaker of the Main have been formulating strategies and contingency plans. Sometimes it feels like that is all they are doing. Maybe you can set fire to their tails, yes?
Well, if Abner had one, but I can blow gas up his ass. Anyway, Lord Garshri.
You're the adventurer who helped Abnor Tharn and Chimera at the halls of Colossus. The battle mage has been waiting for you. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main.
Is the Main here?
No. Matters in other parts of Elsweyr occupy the Main right now. That is why I am here. I originally arrived to take charge of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. Efforts to expel the usurper Euraxia Tharn were well underway when the dragons appeared.
Tell me about Euraxia Tharn.
A few years ago, Abnor Tharn's half-sister conquered Rimin and parts of Northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimin when the dragons spread across the land. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
What can I do to help?
Talk to Abnor Tharn. He has agreed to serve as my advisor, a role he knows well from his years standing beside the Ruby Throne. His strategies and tactics for use against the dragons sound outrageous, but he knows what he is doing.
Okay. I've already spoken to him, so let's move on. Just search this for any recipes I might not know, because there's a load of missing Elsweyr ones that I do not have, so... Oh, and there's a letter from Abner Fern. I am Abner Fern, battle mage and former advisor to the Emperor, and I am calling for allies to join me in the Khajiit homeland and assist the Khajiit Defense Force to stop a raid of dragons. This terrible danger sweeps through northern Elsweyr, the province the Khajiit refer to as Anequina. I have decided to offer my services to Lord Garshri, the Speaker of the Main, to help their homeland in this time of great need. I cannot deal with this threat by myself. If you have sword or spell and a desire to test yourself against the ultimate enemy, find me in the town of Riverhold at Karzab Hall. No, this is not a prank. The dragons have returned. Abner Tharn. Oh. Euraxian necromancers. To Lord Garashri, Speaker of the Main, from Kamara, Agent of the Speaker. We know that the Usurper Queen employs necromancers and dark sorcery and has done so from the beginning of her reign. In recent months, however, the number of necromancers supporting her forces have increased dramatically. It all comes back to one source, the Dark Mage and Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumog Foom. Yeah, Foom, I think. I don't know. Poom? Whatever. Zumog Foom, the self-proclaimed Lord of the Dark Arts, reportedly hails from the northernmost climes of Hrothgar. Maddeningly few facts concerning this orc necromancer can be gleaned from his early life, though suppositions are plentiful. We know that the wilds of Hrothgar are unforgiving, and life among the orc strongholds is often harsh, bleak, and brutal. Still, we know that those orcs who not only survive but flourish resemble a well-made sword that has been forged, beaten, and sharpened to a razor's edge. The first real evidence of his existence prior to Anequina appears in the intelligence reports investigating the activities of the worm cult during the Plain Meld crisis. While details remain slim, Zumog Phoom's name appears, I think it's Pooms, isn't it? I'm not sure, appears as a ranking member of the cult and hints at a close connection to Manamako, leader of the Order of the Black Worm. However, we know that he was active here in Rimmon shortly after the Frostfall coup, so he probably did not have a direct hand in the cult's activities during the Plain Meld. Euraxia either specifically recruited Zumog Poom or was approached by the Orc after she claimed the throne of Rimmon. He had a small group of followers. Oh my god. At first, lesser necromancers that formed the basis of his personal dark cult. The Northern Elsweyr Defense Force occasionally faced a lone zombie or a small group of skeletons, but for the most part, the necromancers have served little more than a supporting role in Eurax's army. I fear they may be about to change. Sorry, that may be about to change. Since the end of the Plain Meld and the apparent disbanding of the Worm Cult, a great number of necromancers have flocked to the Usurper Queen's banner to learn from the cruel yet charismatic Zumog Poom. The few sorcerers that we have captured demonstrate an almost manic reverence for their orc leader, regaling us with tales of his dark powers and threats of what he and Euraxia will do once Elsweyr is totally under their control. They revealed a few actionable details while still providing hints about what Zumog Poom is doing in his hidden lairs and the undead forges. Their term, not mine. If the rumours are to be believed, Zumog Poom and his acolytes have established manufactories away from prying eyes where they can perform rituals, conduct experiments, and raise an army of undead soldiers to bolster Euraxia's mercenary forces. We have yet to see the products of these vile places, but we have discovered evidence of grave robbing throughout the region, especially around Ashen Scar and other mass graves from the worst period of Nahatan flu outbreak. Speaker, we must find a means for dealing with Zumog Poom and his followers before they provide Euraxia with an unlimited supply of soldiers. The Defense Force cannot repel an army that does not tire and can be ceaselessly replenished. Our best chance is to locate the undead forges and destroy them before they can be turned up to full capacity. And if we kill Zumog Poom, so much the better. Oh my god. Sorry for the fast reading, I was desperate to get through it. I had no idea that was going to be 4 to 5 pages long, so my bad. So I need to check out spots on the map while going to the defensive camp. So I need to come up this way. Well, we'll go down that pathway there first and go up. Da 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 da. I need to kill Aelits as well. I need Aelits for the things, so I'll do that too. Aelits and jackals. I was going to say drackles, but it's just jackals. Hello!
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be
Nice
such a
hole.
nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Don't touch the dead thing, they do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
He's got some interesting eyes. Very captivating.
What a stench. That's the stink of Cold Harbor, Walker. How such a fearsome and dangerous creature ended up dead beneath our favorite rocky outcropping, this one does not wish to speculate. Only an extremely powerful mage could summon such a monster.
Yeah. Okay. Extremely powerful mage. Ooh. Ah, little Gua. And he just went away in a portal. Okay. Fine. Oh. Didn't know what the hell that was. There's a sky shard there, everybody, for anyone that needs to know. Yeah. Beautiful Wolfie. Beautiful markings on it. Oh, hello. Discarded orders. Please don't tell me. Oh, Squad Commander Pamphius. Both Her Majesty Queen Euryxia and her court necromancer Zumagpoom have detected a series of unknown surges of magical energy uncomfortably close to Rimmond's western borders. You are to immediately divert your squad and investigate the locations indicated on the accompanying map. Your orders are to investigate each area, note any unusual creatures or occurrences, and capture any bystanders for interrogation. To be clear, Her Majesty wants them alive. Failure is not an option. Lieutenant Lepida, 1st Euraxian Legion.
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting suspiciously?
Outsider, do you not see a Khajiit beach?
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
What man with the pot on his head?
Do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
The Usurper Queen?
Euryxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Right, I'll just go and find the man with the pot on his head. Thank you for your information. I appreciate it. Should have gone north first and then gone south. Never mind. I'm hoping I haven't done the quests for the delves, because then obviously I'll find them as I go by. I hope so. Oh, Ailip. Musket. Put a trophy. Maybe down here. Oh, 2 of them. Come on. Plop down. Thank you. Whoa. Cadwell.
Uncanny. It looks just like the lovely place I dreamed of.
Kunzari Origin.
Led me here. Eventually.
There we go. Kunzari Origin. I am not reading this book. Definitely not. There you go. You can pause it.
Ah, hello there. Good to see you again.
Hey, Cadwell.
Have you come to pay your respects too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Is that gravestone important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through it all, and then pish-posh, honours abandoned, and here I am.
Abnathan sent me to check on surges of power he detected.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage.
Yes.
How is the old boy? The surges were
just as grumpy as ever.
Neat. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone
itchy skin, sorry, my hay
see
fever.
What you make of it?
What happened at the other sites you visited before you found this gravestone?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that Bantam Guar rummaging around a foul-smelling sack at one site.
Foul-smelling? I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Guar you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
And did you also dispatch the Ogrim I found at one of the sites?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Grook was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Ah. It would, yes. No, Miri, no, Greystone. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden until Joan and Jode fall from the sky. Cadwell. Hello.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Why do you think you dreamed about this gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Abnathan said that if I found you, I should ask you if you'd help with Elsweyr's dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Then we'll see you soon. Okay.
Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
Oh, Cadwell. Good old Cadwell. Oh, I don't need to go to Abnathan. Okay. Just onto the defense force. Okay. 43 minutes. What? Dragon attack? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Hello. Oh, it's blue. It's beautiful. Oh, look at the spikes. Is everybody okay? Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, hang on. Let me, just, release you from your wares. Let me take away your burden, you know. Release you from your... Yeah, everything. Abner! Hello!
Oh,
I just saw some urns.
Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abnathan and not, well, some lesser mage.
You defeated a dragon!
I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
You were right. It was Cadwell. He was drawn to an old grave of someone called the Betrayer.
The Betrayer? There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
Legends of Kunzari?
Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiit moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. tell me about Cadwell.
Cadwell agreed to help, but you should know he's been having some strange dreams.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns?
Okie dokie. Come here. I want to get these urns first. Sorry, hang on one moment. Nope, nothing. Come here.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker, it truly does.
What can I do to help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet.
Why can't you order the retreat?
Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker.
Right, okay. Are these documents really that important?
They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them...
Silly question. From what she said, they are very important.
Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
I'll find the documents, deliver them to Naladu, and meet you south of the camp. Okay. I have understood every single order she has, and I am going to go do that. Follow me, all you skelly wellies. We will kill you at the same time. Hello. And zombies. And zombos. Ah. Oh, Khajiiti zombie. Oh, Khajiiti skelly. Oh, great. Your goo's all over the floor and I can't move now. Miri, help me out.
I want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
No, I don't want you to hurt me. Go away. Don't do that. Hurt them. Hurt them. Urns. Yep, thank you. Might be some really important pieces in here.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Hello, Necromancer. I killed you lackeys like really easy, like a hot knife through butter. What do you think of that, huh? I know that you can just summon more, but you can't now that you're dead. Because you joined them and my knife just... yum yum yum. Fed on you too. Oh, I thought that was something in that cart there. Oh, leave that poor soldier alone. You're only gonna get raised again, so you know. You and all. Ah. You were probably...
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Oh, you know, you do complain a lot. Miri. Oh, backpack. Great. Need to get up there. Can I not get up there this way? Oh, oh. No! No! Meanies. Okay, go this way first. There's something up here. Bollocks, can't go that way. Where am I going? I'm going around in goddamn circles.
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
I'm sorry that you're fed up
Switch.
with fighting so much. You don't have to be here. I can always call Bastion at the end of the day, Miri. But this is leveling you up. You're getting experience. Be happy. You're seeing more of the world. And just remember, you're indebted to me for life because I saved your brother. Spoiler alert. Oops. It looks like I might not have needed to go up the hill after all.
At the last of them. Oh, thank feck.
Right, stack. My inventory is getting full, everybody. I didn't empty myself out after the prologue, so yeah. That was clever of me. Come on, backpack. Okay. Urns over here. We'll be looting them. Thank you very much. Okay. Nothing good there. To the last piece, which is up here somewhere. Do I go up this way? Looks like it, yes. Have we go.
Get back, you fetcher!
We will kill them all. Oh, a book. 1 dragon, 2 dragon. 1 dragon, 2 dragon, red dragon, blue dragon. 1 set free from a cage, many in the sky from a murderous rage. Some are cruel, some are fast, some will flame you as they pass. Dragons will freeze you or burn you to bits, fling you with shouts or drop you in pits. Look to the sky, at dawn or at night you may see dragons in murderous flight. What makes dragons mad? Why do you stay? I do not know, I must run away. Well, I just run away. I have a way. It works. Da 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 da. I keep seeing those pink flowers and it confuses the hell out of me. They're so pretty. Well, purple rather. Violet. Okay.
Just tired of walking anyway.
This way. Come on, Miri, let's go. That's not the way to go. This is the way to go.
I really don't like your odds.
Oh, hello. Oh no, he ran away. Lucky for him, because he was about to die. He looked at me and was like, nope, nope, nope. She turned around. Didn't mind stabbing her in the back, but she turned around and faced me. Nope, nope, nope. Scary.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
Oh. All I do? Hello.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here?
I'm Everclaw. Chimera asked me to recover these documents and give them to you.
Bright moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life.
Who did you just kill?
That was one of Euraxia, the usurper queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashwi. We must find a way to go on.
How long has Euraxia been employing necromancers?
Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
I'll find Abnathan and pass along the message. Okay. She's running into a cliff. Okay, she's a clever soul. She just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Fine. Suits me either way. Sorry, I'm gonna leave you there. No, my tootsies! You hamstringed my poor little tiger. My cinch. Ah, leave me alone! Ah, leave me be! I'm trying to find Abner. Hello. I got company coming. Do you want to deal with it? Go and zap them. Zap them. Ha! See, do you not bother that he was going to charge you? He's going to charge you. Look, see? Ha ha ha! Oh. Well, this one doesn't want to reset. Okay. Lazy bugger. Abner.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought?
I found the documents and gave them to Nana Do. She went to Riverhold to confer with Garashri.
I must join them there. The Khajiit forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Garashri prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me.
Nana Do said Euraxia's chief necromancer Zumag Foom recently brought his followers to Elsweyr.
Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
I can track down the source of the necromantic power.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Is this the first time a dragon has aided Euraxia's forces?
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
I'll track down the source of the undead in the western mountains and keep an eye out for Chimera.
Find the source of this army of undead. And if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Gareshri would be lost without me.
Chimera didn't say where she was going?
In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
Okay. Shall do that. We'll head on... Oh god, it's miles away. We'll make our way there and... We'll make our way somewhere there, anyway. Well, that's the pathway, okay. I need to kill harpies too, so... I need a flawless tail feather, please. Nope, okay. Oh, sorry, little goat. I was trying to get the harpy. Oh, the poor thing. I didn't mean to. My aim was not true this day. Oh, I feel so bad. What?
Roll if you can.
Roll if you can. Oh, Mary. Uh-huh. Oh, dead dragon, everybody. We're next to a dragon site.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Yeah, look at that. He's down. He's out for the count. Oh, there's a way shrine up here, everybody. Let's go up here because we would have discovered this would have been popping up on our map, so we will... Can we get it? And we will follow the pathway, and then we find this quest. Oh.
No good can come of that place.
That's a big Khajiit. Nowzen.
Greetings, Walker.
Ooh,
you are not
you are
also
gorgeous.
going to the Abode of Ignominy, are you? As its name implies, it is a moonless place full of forgotten secrets.
What seems to be the concern?
This one saw a stranger setting up camp outside the cave nearby. Local legend says that Mafala worshippers used to lurk there, raising dead too, I think. To venture so close to such a place, it does not seem wise.
What did this person look like?
A Khajiit woman. Cathay by the look of her. She wore the attire of a sorcerer. But then I could put on a tin crown and claim that I am an emperor. She stays there heedlessly, or lingers with bad intentions. Either way, no good can come of it.
Alright, I'll look into it. So a Khajiit woman has taken up to here. A camp up, oh, it's taken camp up here. We will go up here and then we will talk to her and wind the episode down because we are at an hour. Oh. Why, hello there. Fancy meeting you here. Hi.
Who are you? Did Caldathir send you? Well, don't even try to stop me.
No one sent me. What are you doing?
Oh, well then, greetings. My name is Naramako, and I intend to walk right into this spooky cave and find the works of a brilliant Khajiiti mage. Before you ask, yes, it is full of slavering, undead, and yes, I am petrified to the point of weeping.
What are you looking for specifically?
You mean to help? Well, I guess there's no harm in delegating. According to my research, a powerful wizard named Marzulajo used this place as his laboratory. If you find his notes and any memory stones he might have left behind, I would be indebted.
Fair enough. I'll gather Marzula Joe's notes and memory stones.
Thank you for looking into this, Walker. I can't wait to rub this discovery in that sour-tongued Caldathir's face. It's always, be careful with this and don't meddle with that. He's just a fat old bully.
Why do you want this Marzula Joe's notes?
According to my research, Marzulajo had a great fondness for animals. Just like me. He even discovered ways to bring them back to life.
Oh.
At least I think he did. Fuzzy on the details. Anyway, his notes and memory stones should hold the answers.
You want to bring an animal back to life?
Yes! You're not going to scold me like Caldathir, are you? It's just a frog. A single hoppy little frog. What harm could that do? Anyway, he's the one who made me kill the poor thing. And for what? A water-breathing potion? I can't even swim!
Isn't that necromancy?
I mean, sort of.
You'd be bringing a dead thing back to life. That sounds like necromancy.
Well, guild regulations clearly state that manipulating white souls, the lesser souls of beasts, is completely fine. True, the bylaws don't explicitly endorse putting little white souls into frog skeletons, but they don't prohibit it either.
You mentioned Caldathir again. Who is he exactly?
My high elf alchemy professor. And a heartless, saggy-faced brute. I'm a member of the Mages Guild, you see. To progress, I have to show proficiency in potion making and such.
Why do you dislike Caldathir so much?
He's a meanie! Every potion we make includes some terrible reagent, like a baby newt or a sweet little toad.
Aww.
I don't even like to hurt fleas, let alone innocent amphibians.
Well, can you tell me about this place?
It's called the Abode of Ignominy. Say that 5 times fast. I did a bit of research before I set out, but I didn't find much. A few cryptic references to a temple that collapsed into a sinkhole or some such.
A temple to what?
Well, when the name includes the word ignominy, it's a safe bet that it's nothing good. I found a reference or two to Mafala, the clan mother of dark secrets. Probably something to do with her. Ooh, gives me the shivers.
Oh, okay. Well, there we have it. You know that. We will go inside and we will end the episode right there, everybody. So that concludes episode 1. And we have spotted our first dragon causing menace in actual Elsweyr. Who would figure? And we've also seen them in Oridon and not burning the place down. God knows why not, because they could have got away with it. So hopefully you liked. Again, be sure to tune in, subscribe. If you hit the bell, you get a notification for when new videos come up. Like will let everyone know that it's something worth watching, you know, and it's good and positive and it's nice and everything. And then obviously tune in live and follow there, and you'll get notifications when I'm live, and you can tune in and deal with it live too. And yeah, the playlist will be down below for more episodes, and be sure to watch out for those, and they will be released every week anyway, and following on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode, in the next video. Either way, same thing. See you there.